Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? This is Adrian, your coding teacher, back with a very exciting lesson on algorithms. We're going to design our first algorithm in VEX VR. And let me run this code for you guys. Let me show you what this code does. It's called the line detector algorithm, or better said, the color line detector algorithm. And in this algorithm, the robot will drive around on this playground that has many different color lines. And for the time being, I'm detecting the red lines. Every time when I'm driving over a red line, I am recognizing it, detecting it, and I am also keeping track of how many of these red lines are there. And everything needs to happen automatically. It's like an autonomous mode in a competition, if you know what I mean. I'm not driving this robot manually in any way. So, again, the objective is to cover the whole playground, drive all over the uh, place, all over this color lines. And when I detect different colors, to keep track of them and to display them. For example, I started with an example of color red, detected seven of them, and also displayed here. This is the first line, the second line, all the way down to the seventh red line. Okay, so this is exciting because this is a little not necessarily more complicated, but this is a little bit of a couple of things to put together. Obviously, first thing we have to do is to use loops, and I have a repeat five loops because I have five columns. So everything that's inside of this repeat loop, it has to go five times. And the way I thought about this algorithm was very simple. Was basically drive up 1800 millimeters. You make it all the way up to the edge of the square. Um, Detect what you can. All right. We'll talk about that soon. And then drive in reverse, as you can see here. Drive in reverse 1800 millimeters. So you go back to the bottom of the column, turn right for 90 degrees, try for a 400 millimeters to cross over, to go over to the next column. That puts your little robot into the next column. Then you're going to turn to the left for 90 degrees and boom, then you're back up, ready to drive, and ready to go through your iteration one more time. How many times? Five times. And I have to do it five times because I have five columns, okay? Now, here are some other explanations on this algorithm. Obviously, I'm going to need nrred. I'm going to need to define this variable called nrred, which I'm going to initialize to zero. It's a good practice to set your variables in your code to start at zero. Everything should start at zero because otherwise the computer may assign a random number that it's out of your control and you don't want that. But I need this variable to keep track of how many reds do I have there. So I'm going to repeat five times. I'm going to drive forward. While this distance is greater than 100, it really means while I'm still driving forward and I have to keep driving forward, I need to use this distance sensor. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And here's what I'm doing. If this is the line of code that detects red. If down I detects red, then increment number of reds. So increase the number of reds with one. And all I'm doing here is printing these. This is the first line, the second line. As I go over the lines, as I'm counting them, I'm also printing them. So this is all it is to this algorithm. I hope it's a good example for you guys of an algorithm. We're going to have more like this. Have a good one.